So far, we have seen that Tanjiro had completed Uzui's training, and now he comes to Miss Thashira Muichiro's mansion for training, and as soon as he opens the gate, he sees that Muichiro was getting even harder training than Uzui. All the slayers were lying on the ground. One slayer loses badly to Muichiro, and Muichiro tells him that if this was a real fight, you would have died 3 times by now. Muichiro now asks everyone to stand up and again defeats everyone in one attack. He says that even if someone with you dies, you do not have to stop, because if you stop, you will also be killed. Then Muichiro's eyes go to Tanjiro, and he becomes very happy as soon as he sees him and says that he was waiting for Tanjiro. After this, the lunch break takes place in which Muichiro's Kasu Gai starts cursing the Crow Slayers. She was as rude as before, and the Slayers were very upset with her. Muichiro then takes Tanjiro to a workshop inside, which we see Kanamori, who is the swordsmith of Muichiro. Kanamori is very happy to see Tanjiro safe and sound. Kanamori was called here by Muichiro. Muichiro then picks up a sword kept here and gives it to Tanjiro and asks him to hold it straight. After this, Muichiro makes a paper airplane and flies it towards the sword. As soon as it touches the sword, the paper breaks into 2 pieces, which means that this sword was very sharp. Muichiro says that this is why he has called Kanamori here, so that he can always keep sharpening Muchir's swords. For the upcoming battle, Muchir will need his swords in the best condition. He told this to the master, so he said that it is as you wish. Do that. He takes great care of us. I wish he takes the same care of his health and gets well soon. After this, Muichiro again starts training with the Slayers, in which his condition was getting worse. Muichiro asks them to attack wisely, because in a real fight, one does not get opportunities again and again. If he loses even once after winning 9 times, he would lose his life. So, he will have to hone each of his moves. Muichiro ends today's training here with a single move. Tanjiro asks him why he doesn't explain to Muichiro to treat them with a little leniency, to which Tanjiro says that Muichiro is working harder than them because he trains so many Slayers alone. The Slayers understand his words, but still they find Muichiro's way of speaking a bit harsh, to which Tanjiro says that be thankful that Muichiro has started speaking much sweeter than before. After this, Tanjiro sees that Muichiro was going out somewhere. The Slayers tell him that Muichiro goes somewhere every night. Here in the town at night, we again see the same demon's eye, but now it was not 1, but 2. Then when the scene goes inside the street, we can see that these eyes were not 1 or 2, but in thousands and millions. All of these were coming out from a demon named Naki Mane, who controls the Infinity Castle, because now Hantu is dead. Naki Mane has become an upper rank 4 demon. Naki Mane has his eye. Muichiro was keeping an eye on her through her eyes. On the other side, we see Seini Mi and Obai, who were training by fighting each other. Seini Mi uses the 4th form of wind breathing, and O makes the 5th form. Both of them were giving equal competition to each other. Then Muichiro also comes here and says that he also wants to join their training. Seini Mi says that you come here every night. Why is your day training not going well? Mucho says that the day training will be enough for the other members but not for me. Seini Mi says that you are right. For us, this is the real Hashir training. Obai says that okay, in the joy of your arrival, Seini Mi and I will fight with you together. Muichiro gets ready and smilingly says that 2 against 1 is a big injustice. Muichiro then attacks both of them, and he is so fast that in the beginning, Obai and Seini Mi are not able to see his attacks, and the animation of this fight is also of top quality. Muichiro's Kasu Gai sits on top and shouts that beat these 2, you are the best. After fighting for a long time, all 3 sit together. Sanemi says that today's training was very hard. It is fun to train with the members during the day and fight for real with you guys at night. Obai asks Muichiro how was his training today, to which Muichiro tells that today Tang has come to him. Most of his wounds have healed. By the time he reaches Anna's place, he will be completely healthy. Obani says that it is good that I will be able to train him with full strength. Seini Mi says that even though he has become a little strong now, but I will show him that he is nothing in front of a Hashira. Hearing this, Muichiro prays for Tanjiro. The next day, Muichiro defeats the Slayers again and says that you are probably not afraid of the wooden sword. Let's use the real sword from now on. Muichiro now gives the real sword to the Slayers and asks them to fight, but the Slayer in front gets badly scared after seeing the real sword. He starts panting loudly and his body was also trembling. In the end, he apologizes and sits down and does not attack. The Slayer tells Muichiro that he can never match him. They know that Muichiro Muichiro goes somewhere every night and comes back. Then he has a lot of injuries on his body which he cleans with water in the morning. Muichiro says that you all are also doing good work according to yours, but he is not able to fight with him. You will not win. I don't want you to die at the hands of the demons. I want you all to live a long life. After a few days, Tanji fights with Muichiro. Muichiro teaches him a lot of things, and he is very happy to see that Tang has become much better and faster than before. Muichiro now tells Tang that you have learned everything, you can go to the training of the next Hashira. Hearing this, Tanjiro says that it has really been only 5 days. Muichiro says that you are doing everything that I have taught you. Hearing this, the rest of the Slayers say that we have been here for 2 weeks. Can we also go to the next Hashira? Now Muichiro again makes a rotten face and says that absolutely not. You are not training properly yet. Tanjiro now gets an idea and he challenges Muichiro for a paper plane flying competition. He came to know from Kanamori that Muichiro likes to make paper planes very much. Tanjiro says that if he wins, Muichiro will have to be a little gentle with the rest of the Slays. Muichiro accepts the challenge because he knew that no one can defeat him. Now both Tang and Muichiro go out to fly the plane. They will try 10 times, and if Tang's plane overtakes Muichiro's plane even once, then Tanjiro will win the game. Muichiro was sure that Tanjiro would not win even once. After this, both of them fly the plane, and Muichiro wins the first round. They fly the planes about 10 times, and every time Muiro's plane goes ahead, and Tanjiro loses this challenge. Tanjiro feels very bad, and the rest of the Slayers also start challenging Muichiro because he is also an expert in flying planes. After this, everyone starts making their own paper planes, and they forget all the stress of training. Everyone was very happy. Tanjiro makes a new plane of his own, but Muichiro's Kasugai tears it, and Tanjiro's Kasugai starts fighting with him. After this, all of them fly their planes together in the air. Muichiro and everyone else are very happy to see them flying. In the evening, Tanj says that Mujan must be after Nezuko. That's why they don't get to see the demon sons anymore. Muichiro says that it is good that we can focus more on training. Tanjiro says that he did not want to leave Nezuko alone, but bringing her along for training would have been a very dangerous task. Muichiro says that it is also possible that Mujan is trying to catch Nezuko. Tanjiro is gathering demons so that he can hide himself among those demons. Tanjiro says that he will work harder and become stronger and then go to Nezuko. Muichiro likes Tanjiro's always being positive. Tanjiro says that he is not worried about Nezuko because a trustworthy person is taking care of her. We see that Tanjiro's master Uryukodaki was sitting to protect Nezuko. Muichiro finally tells Tanjiro that we all have to defeat Muzan together. After this, Tanjiro comes to love Hashir Mitsuri's mansion, who is very happy to see him. Tanjiro sees that a lot of bees were flying here. Mitsuri tells that she raises a lot of bees here because she likes their honey very much. She also eats it by applying it on bread, and she also likes butter. Mitsuri says that she will make black tea for Tanjiro and also pancakes. Tanjiro thinks in his mind that I don't even know what black tea is without pancake butter. I don't know. Mitsuri takes Tang's hand and starts taking him to the mansion, and this episode ends here.